Hey Sam! Today we're diving into a really useful word.
Antwort.
Hi Alex.
Antwort.
What does that mean?
Great question.
Antwort.
Means,
Answer.
in English. It can refer to a response to a question, a solution to a problem, or even a reply in a conversation. The most common usage is when you respond to someone.
Interesting. Are there any false friends I should look out for?
Yes, definitely. A common mistake is confusing
Antwort.
with the English word,
Ante.
since they sound similar but have different meanings. Remember,
Antwort.
is all about replying or answering.
Got it. What about the grammar behind?
Antwort.
Antwort.
Is a feminine noun, so it takes the article.
Die.
In the plural form, you say.
Die Antworten.
You can think of it as a response to any question. In a sentence, you might say,
Ich gebe eine Antwort.
which means,
I give an answer.
And how do I say it in past tense?
in the Prateritem, you would say.
Ich gab eine Antwort.
For the perfect, it's.
Ich habe eine Antwort gegeben.
It's helpful to know that with.
Geben.
You often see it used with,
Antworten.
which is the verb form meaning.
To answer.
That's a lot to remember. Does
Antworten.
have an imperative form?
Yes, it does. You can say,
Antworte.
which means,
Answer.
it's quite common, especially when you want someone to respond quickly.
Where does the word
Antwort.
come from?
The word has its roots in Old High German, specifically from,
Antwort.
which means to turn against or to respond. Over time, it evolved into the modern German we use today. It's fascinating how language changes, isn't it?
It really is. I love learning about the history.
Now let's break down
Antwort.
into its components. The root word is,
Wort.
which means,
Wort.
the prefix can indicate a direction towards something or a focus on a response. So when you combine them, you get the idea of turning towards a word or response.
That makes sense. So it's like focusing on the reply itself.
Exactly. Now let's look at some similar words. For instance, with the same prefix, you have
anrufen,
meaning
to call,
and
anmelden,
meaning.
to register,
What about words with the suffix
Great thought. You have,
Antwortung,
which isn't standard, but you can think of,
Erklärung,
meaning,
Explanation,
which relates to providing clarity.
I see. Any other examples?
Yes. You could look at,
Wendung,
which means,
turn, change,
and,
Bündelung,
meaning.
Bundling.
All these words are connected through that idea of responding or turning towards something.
That's really cool. Can we practice using
Antwort.
in real-life situations?
Absolutely. Imagine you're in a meeting at work. You could start with,
Ich habe eine Antwort auf die Frage.
meaning,
I have an answer to the question.
Let me try.
Ich habe eine Antwort auf die Frage.
perfect. Another situation could be at a doctor's appointment. You might say,
Ich warte auf die Antwort des Arztes.
which means,
I'm waiting for the doctor's answer.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Ich warte auf die Antwort des Arztes.
excellent. Lastly, while traveling, you could ask,
Könnten Sie mir bitte Ihre Antwort geben?
which means,
Could you please give me your answer?
Könnten Sie mir bitte Ihre Antwort geben?
I hope I said that right.
you did. Now, remember,
Antwort.
is feminine, so whenever you see similar nouns ending in like,
Hoffnung. Erwartung.
they are also feminine. A good visual is to imagine a woman holding a sign that says answer to remind you of the gender.
That's a helpful image.
When using,
Antwort.
it's mostly informal, but can also be formal depending on the context. Common phrases include,
Eine Antwort geben.
meaning,
To give an answer. Auf eine Antwort warten.
meaning,
To wait for an answer.
and,
Die Antwort finden.
meaning.
To find the answer.
Are there any words that are commonly confused with it?
Yes, people sometimes mix up
Antwort.
with,
Antworten.
which is simply the verb form. Also,
Antwort.
might be confused with,
Reaktion.
which means,
Reaction.
but has a slightly different meaning.
So, can we do a quick recall check on what we've learned?
Sure. First question, what does
Antwort
mean in English?
It means.
Answer.
Correct. Next, what is the article for?
Antwort
It's.
Die.
Right again. How do you say I gave an answer in Prateritum?
Ich gab eine Antwort.
Perfect. What's the imperative form of?
Antworten
Antworte.
Exactly. Last question, can you give me an example of a situation to use?
Antwort
Maybe in a meeting.
Yes, that works. You did great, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. This was really helpful.
So to summarize,
Antwort
means
Answer
it's a feminine noun and it has interesting roots. Keep practicing, and soon it will be second nature.
I will. Thanks for the encouragement.